What's up, guys? It's your boy Thriller here with the week number 5 battle taking on Coach Kaz of the Clearwater Thrashers. Now, unfortunately for us, this game is going to be post-com because if you can tell by my low tone voice, I actually have some pain in my jaw, so it hurts a little bit to talk. So, we're going to just go quick little team builder slash post-com here and then give you guys your content here. My jaw is now actually feeling a little better to do a quick little narration, but I want to rest it, so I'm going to be speaking very softly and not try to move my mouth too much. Let's go ahead and into this battle. If you guys are excited for this week, leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the food crew today, because we Thriller with the King of the Crew. We are taking on Kaz, like I said. First time ever taking on Kaz. He's actually one of the people that recommended to have me join the MGDL, which very massive shouts to him. Very much looking forward to this battle. And yeah, it should be a fun one. His team is Darkrai, Iron Hands, Crocodile, Primarina, Ogre Pawn, Teal, Necrozma, Regidrago, and Earthworm. His chair captains being Ogre Pawn, Regidrago, and Earthworm. In terms of the match, I pretty much expect his top six, but I definitely think Regidrago comes over like Ogre Pawn because I don't really think Ogre Pawn really does that well into me, to be honest. Like I can kind of see why it's good in my team, but I feel like with Wheezing, Entei, Torn, it's kind of rough to run a lot of moves to cover a lot of bases. So definitely a lot of things to unpack there. But yeah, so let's go over the team that we are bringing this week. We're starting off with Roselli, Berry, Hisuian, Samurott. I'm protecting potentially a Terra Fairy build on something on his team. But also this lets me be able to take a hit from the Primarina in case I want to try to go for a chip damage here. We are faster than max speed Regidrago. Swords Dance, Aquacutter, Ceaseless, and Aquajet basically designed to be a breaker set this week and set up this spikes, which can be really good for us there. I actually have Donnie here, the Donovan, with max H attack, max HP, Adam and Nature. With the Trailblaze, we outspeed pretty much the majority of everything on his team that does not have speed investment, which is really good. We have Bypress to hit the Earthworm if it does come, which I don't think it's going to come in this matchup. We have Trailblaze to get some speed raise, and then Earthquake plus Gunshot pretty much demolishes the rest of his team. We are Expert Belt to guarantee pretty much knockouts every left way you look at it, so very much some good stuff there. Up next, we have Sinistra, aka Bobati, here with Iron Defense, Trick Room, Machagacha, Shuttable, Max HP, 100 special attack will be Quiet Nature, with enough speed to underspeed the Iron Hinge and Trick Room if it is well, it's minus speed, and the rest into Spadef. I debated between Calm Mind and Iron Defense, and I ultimately went with Iron Defense. Just way I could take some hits better from the physical side of things, because there's a decent amount of physical breakers on this team. So, hopefully, this is not going to bite us in the butt for going this one. I'm next have Doug Divino with Toxic, T Spikes, Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Bomb with the Payapa Berry, Max attack with Max HP, Max Spadef essentially with Calm Nature and 12 in speed. The 12 in speed lets us outspeed a potential space team of Primarina trying to outspeed us. Just we do speed tie. And we go from there. Designs gets us T Spikes up and poison stuff, which is really good. Obviously, Typhoon are Tornadoes for Terra Ground, Nasty Blood, Hurricane, Psychic, and Taunt to shut things down. Modest to be hitting a lot of things. Enough speed to outspeed pretty much everything from a modest perspective versus an adamant. And then running the rest in Spadef for bulk. This is also a bait, so if I don't have to tear it around, I can be able to still use my Yachi Berry to also bluff him from going for Thunder Punch on those really. And last one is we have our white emblem here with the Jolly Nature. I decided to go and be smart about this and to make sure we outspeed the Regidrago because if Regidrago is running a fast speed build with Dragon Dance, I need to make sure we guarantee we're faster than outside of it. Your Pixie Plate boosted this week to boost up our Terra Blast, but we also have Trailblaze to get a speed raise, which really wish we could have been able to pull some strategies with that. Sacred Fire, and then Will-O-Wisp to burn things associated with that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the matchup here. And we are here for the battle. Like I said, it's going to be post-com here. So Gonna go his speed for this a little bit. It's I lead off with my Donphan as there's nothing that he can really do to stop Donphan here. Good for the gunk shot here to guarantee the kill here, and we miss. And very risky from Kaz not to scout for Custap Berry. I feel like not really like not respecting the Custap Berry there really could have cost him his Prime Arena there. In hindsight, it could have just opened the door for him just to go Regidrago instead of screens then. Which I'm spoiling right now the screens Drago, so I do apologize. But it would have opened the door there. But he must have felt confident enough to do that. I go into Bobatsy here, and he actually reveals that he's Calm Mind, which really makes me sick to my stomach because now I can't do anything to stop that. We go for a Matcha Gotcha here, and he goes for Calm Mind again here. This is looking really bad for us. But Sinistrek gets a crit, which did matter because Ice Beam now guaranteed knocks us out because if he's no special attack investment, that +1 is a roll to knock us out with Ice Beam, but with that +2, it will guarantee knock us out. Give me a second here, guys. But with that crit, what's back in the game here? In comes the Regidrago here. As we're going to go click Iron Defense here. He's actually Terrafire Drago, which made some sense here. I went for the Iron Defense here again when I should have just went for Matcha Gotcha. But now I go for the Matcha Gotcha here. Don't get a burn. Matcha Gotcha is a fraud move for burns. But now I go Samurai here, which is really good for us here. I really wish I went for the SD here, but I had to go for the safe play. I went for Aqua Cutter. Should have maybe went for Sea Switch to get spikes up a little earlier, but didn't feel like that was necessary. But in comes my Weezing here, which I'm going to get another Wisp off here. I get T Spikes up. I'm going to get a second layer of T Spikes up as easy to reset his light screen turns. In comes the Necrozma as you go for the Sludge Bomb. We do nab the Clutch Poison, so Weezing, for once, doing exactly what we wanted to do this week and coming in the absolute clutch. So we now die to this. In comes our Samurai. We're close to clicking C-Switch. We guarantee do live anything if he's not max attack adamant. If he's adamant, it was a very good roll in his favor to kill us, but if he wasn't adamant, we guarantee he lived. And now, unfortunately, Weezing does get a kill, which means Weezing does get a kill for the season. In comes this Darkrai. I go for Aqua Cutter, trying to get the crit. Don't get it, unfortunately. Go for Aqua Jet, just get some chip damage off. Down goes my Samurai. Now I'm forced to go into my Entei here, and also Kaz had the game on private, so I tried to invite Kirby to join watch the game, but I messed up his name sadly, so I apologize, Kirby. Wait a minute here, guys. Again, just try to relax my jaw. But now I go into this. It's a 50-50 whether he's going to click Sludge Bomb or he's going to click Dark Pulse here. I don't Terra. Thankfully, he clicks Psychic. I click Sacred Fire. I do connect and knock out the Darkrai. In comes the Regidrago here as I am forced now to click Terra here and knock out this Drago. Now, in hindsight, I was forced to Terra there. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because if he gets a screen up, this is pretty much Ogerpon game right here, as he actually reveals that he has boots on his Ogerpon. He's going to click Cuddledge here, and he is going to knock us out, unfortunately. We go into Torn. We do go for the Hurricane, and thankfully do land. In comes this Iron Hands, which is going to reveal to be Assault Vested like I predicted it based off the damage. Whereas many solos is the thing too. And this came down to a thing in my mindset. Um, it was either to crit the hands with Psychic potentially, or get a crit roll with Psychic to kill, depending on his investment, or go for Hurricane Confusions and play to that. I decided to go for the crit chance. Crit, as you guys can actually tell there, was probably most likely going to be a roll to knock him out. But the roll was heavily in his favor to Louis live that hit. He actually said later that he pretty much guaranteed it. I don't know if he calced modest versus me, but I think it might have been a roll, but the roll was probably heavily, heavily in his favor. Like I had to get like one roll that guaranteed knocked him out with crit. But I should have went for the confusion chance, which would have been my better play there. And Kaz is going to win this game. And we dropped to 1-4, unfortunately, which now means we have to quite literally win out with at least 4 or higher diff if we want to make playoffs. If we lose next week, then our season is officially over. So, but we're gonna try our best to win, but it's not gonna be easy because, ladies and gentlemen, probably, and I don't mean to sound rude when I say this, but arguably the most excited match I have this entire season is me taking on Kurt, aka Kurt B, or just Kurt, as you guys may have known him from the past. Me and Kurt actually have played. God, it's like been maybe 5 or 6 years ago, which, God damn, that's so long ago. And he baited me with Mammoth Swine, believing that it was Scarf, but actually it was Metronome, and he smoked me with it. So this has been a very long-awaited rematch. I definitely think I am a way better player than I was back then. So I'm hoping to give Kurt a really good game here, and I'm hoping to get my vengeance against him. This is probably the one game I really want to win the most out of this season. So really going to try my best here to win, and I think we got a good team to do it. But with that being said, we'll see you guys for week 6, where we will take on no, yeah, week 6 where we will take on Kurt, and I'm really much looking forward to the battle, and I'm really excited to play Kurt after so many years. So this should be a really good one, guys. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna go rest up now. But with that being said, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.